Is we're going to take the end of our tube. We're going to find the end of the rib cage. Look how far back our ribs go. I'm going to lay that tube right there. And we'll follow. Whoop. How deep we're going. Her lungs are right here. There's no way I could get that in her if it went all the way, if I was in her lungs, okay? Let's talk about tubing. We're talking about aspirating. This is a baby tube for a newborn. Chances are, if you're going to have to deworm, it's probably going to be on a newborn rather than an adult. There are times when you will have to do adults. It's the same concept, okay, on how to do it. We do need to go.
Which one you want? Everybody's going to get a turn.
This is an adult stomach tube. This is Dwayne's tube that he uses. It's just the PVC, or what do you call it, piping, whatever it is that you
You're going to get you go get.
Hardware store. Now I use one that's a little bit less flexible. I don't like it bends too easy for me, so I'm not tubing one, okay? Because I'm not comfortable with it. But okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take the end of our tube. We're going to find the end of the rib cage. Look how far back our ribs go. I'm going to lay that tube right there. And we'll follow. Whoop. How deep we're going. Her lungs are right here. There's no way I could get that in her if it went all the way, if I was in her lungs, okay? So, now let me tell you something about this too. You see how the end of that's open? You see how on this is a commercial baby tube. See how it's closed? See how it's got holes, one up and one down? You know the purpose of that? Okay. When we're putting that fluid in there, it's going to shoot out high here and a little bit low. So not hitting the same spot in that gut wall. On this one, we're going to hit the same spot. Okay? So you got to be careful. And also, we never force a liquid in a goat. If it's not flowing naturally, then there's something wrong. You're either against the end of the gut wall and it's got it blocked. Somehow they bit down and have it clamped off, because goats have razor sharp teeth in the back and they will try to bite this tube, okay? So, or there may be a hole in your tube somewhere for multiple uses. And so if there's a hole in there, the liquid doesn't flow real free. Okay, but so we never push a liquid through.
We need her still?
Nope. All right.
Here's your friend.
Right
She's
here,
coming back.
when you get this, it looks like a giant syringe, and it is a syringe. That's what you'll get, and then you'll get this little tube right here. You open it up, there's a plunger in there. First thing you do is open this package and take your plunger and put it in the trash can, okay? Because if you don't, you or someone helping you is going to be tempted to put it in there and push that plunger and force liquid. And what you're going to do is you're going to cause an ulceration, or you're going to perforate that gut wall. You just caused another problem, okay? So we don't ever want to do that. On babies, the reason why we have a tendency to do more babies than we do adults is you might have a weak kid, you might have a mom that died when she gave birth, you might have a chilled kid, it's really cold. I kid in the winter, try to kid in the winter, prefer to kid in the winter. Doesn't always happen, but and mom may be fixated on one other kid having multiples, and this one's laying out here and gotten cold. Okay, So that is what we're going to tube them with is colostrum. Now, we never tube a cold kid. So if you've got a cold kid, whoops, where's my, oh, first thing you do is you check their body temperature rectally. They need to be a minimum of 99 degrees, preferably 100, okay? Normal is 101 to 103 in a go. So we want to get that body temperature up first before we feed them. We do that, put them in a sink of warm water, and I'll get some K-Row syrup and just rub it on the gums. I don't want to put anything down in their gut, but that their body will absorb that sugar, and it'll give them a little energy and help get that the glucose levels up, and then they'll warm up naturally. Once I get them warm enough, then I'm going to tube them with mom's colostrum. I hope that's preferred because she's got all the antibodies that they need. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out. This is made with an auto injector for cattle. And I just cut the tubing down. There's my wonderful little syringe thing that I use. And I wet this, put it over the mom's teeth, and start milking. It's what I call the handy milker. And so you can hand milk them yourself. Now mine are not dairy. They don't like their teeth touched, but they'll stand there for that. They'll stand there and let that, because it's more of a suction. It feels more like the baby's nursing rather than you standing there. So they tolerate this a lot better. And I can usually just go in. Some I can just walk up to and do it while somebody's distracting them with feed. Or others, you know, I'll tie them up and then milk them. But save that colostrum, okay? Any excess you've got, or if you've got a doe that has one kid, strip one side, because that stuff is gold, liquid gold. Colostrum is liquid gold. This is a human breast milk bag. It's already got the ounces on it for you. So if you know anybody that's getting rid of these, or you find some at a garage sale, they're great because they're already marked. You pour in your 2 ounces. I do 2 ounces, 3 ounces, and 4 ounces, and freeze them in that, because 2 ounces for a newborn is enough to get them started. Okay, and especially for a weak kid or a chilled kid, you don't want to put too much in there at one time. So, and then you know, you right on there, I always put the mom, the date. If it's day 1, day 2, day 3, okay, because I'll take them for 4 days. Now, if it's not day 2, not day 1, or you've got a mom that doesn't have any milk, maybe she had mastitis or whatever, you can buy commercially made colostrum. Now they make colostrum supplement as well as colostrum replacer. I always buy colostrum replacer. I never buy the supplement, okay? And you never want to use supplement unless you've already got a dose. Say I've got colostrum that's been in the freezer for 3 years. I mean, you could use the supplement to add to. Okay, but I just keep this on hand, and I add this too. Okay, and if you don't have any colostrum, you can use this. I mix it with milk replacer. Okay, according to the label directions. The only problem is it's got a lot of vitamins and minerals and stuff in it. That's good, and fats that they need at birth, but they don't have the antibodies that they need for your place, not my place, your place, because we all have different bacterias and bugs and all that. So that's why mom's is so important, because she has all that because she's lived there. Okay, but these do work. Those kids, you just always need to keep a watch and make sure that their immune system does develop naturally. Okay, these are, yeah, I use 2 different kinds. You can buy these It's called a Pritchard teat. Now, Tractor Supply carries a generic version. Don't buy it, okay? They're not very good. But this has got a ball valve in it here for it to vent. There's a little BB. And this is more of a latex rubber. And that's great for newborns. A water bottle, if it has the thicker neck up here, works great. Pop bottles work great. I love these. Oh.
Y'all know my job? You watching this?
This is also a great product. And you've got your measurements on here. Now, I've used those for years, but then they started importing these from, I don't know, I don't remember. I think it's from Ireland or someplace. But on both of these, you're going to have to slit the nipple or snip it. And there's instructions on how to do it and why with your bottle. But anyways, these are great. This bottle, I've got some that are so old and so scratched up you can't see through them anymore, and I just go through and take a magic marker and put my measurement. But you can buy the replacement nipples. Hang on to your rings, buy new nipples, you know, and keep using the bottles. You don't have to buy the whole kit.
What do you use to clean it with? Soap and water?
Soap and water. I got a bottle baby brush for human bottle babies, you know, our babies, and I just scrub it. Every once in a while, at the end of the season, when I'm through with them, I'll throw them in the dishwasher and run them through. But I hand wash them between until I'm through with them for the year, and then I'll run them through.
We clean the nipples sometimes with straw cleaning things. Straws, like metal straws. You get
Oh, those little brush
Those little
things.
brushes?
Yeah.
you can use those.
Yeah. Okay. I will show you this. They do make clear tubes for babies rather than these red ones. And I like the clear because babies will, a lot of times will scream. So you think you've got it all in there, and then they scream and they shoot that milk back up. I want to make sure it goes back down. And I always, once I think that it's down, I can't see it, I'll pinch off their tube and I'll count to 15 before I pull it out, and then pull it out. Don't go. Get it out of there, okay? Because if there is milk in there and you're just creeping it up, you're just pouring it right back down. They might aspirate, okay? So just do it. It doesn't hurt, and they just soon you get it out. So that's one of the things at goat camp, people are like, and I'm like, pull it out. You know, quick, get it out of there. So, yeah.
Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you watching our channel. If you like what you've seen here, hit the like button. If you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you know the next videos that's coming out. Leave us a comment. Let us know what other subjects you'd like for us to cover, and goat-related or herb-related or just stuff on the homestead. So until next time, may the sun shine on your face, the wind be to your back, and your footsteps be sure.